For my presentation, I have decided to talk about motivation in the workplace. I know every one of us has had some form of motivation in our lives, from family, friends, coworkers, and I want to look as to why motivation should be a part of the workplace and how it actually improves productivity from the employee. And what better way to think about motivation than the start of our new work week? For starters, what is motivation? From our text, we learn motivation is the psychological forces that determine the direction of people's behavior, their level of effort, and level of persistence. Also, it is internal and external factors that stimulate desire and energy in people continually interested and committed to a job, role, or subject, or to make an effort and to attain a goal. Also, the general desire and willingness of someone to do something. So, in a nutshell, motivation is our desire to want to do something. And that could be personal work, but it's just how far we want to go with our motivation and where we want to go with it. The main article for my presentation is an article from Forbes.com called Why Leaders Need to Embrace Employee Motivation, written by Christine Crawford. In her article, she included information obtained by Gallup, and they conduct public opinion, and here are the results that she includes. Only 2 in 10 employees strongly agree that their performance is managed in a way that motivates them to do outstanding work. 30% of employees strongly agree that their manager involves them in goal setting. Employees whose managers involve them in goal setting are 3.6 times more likely than other employees to be engaged. 21% of employees strongly agree they have performance metrics that are within their control. 14% of employees strongly agree that performance reviews they receive inspire them to improve. 26% of employees strongly agree that the feedback they receive helps them to do work better. From the findings, employees are not getting the proper motivation they need. Annual reviews are not being done in a timely manner. Annual, of course, only being once a year. Employees once a year are hearing, hey, good job. That work you did 6 months ago was great. Employees need more regular feedback from managers and leaders. With that, if an employee would finish a huge project, they would like to hear their manager tell them how they did and the good job that they put into completing the project. Employees want to hear more from their managers and leaders. They don't want to just sit back and wonder what they're thinking. And when they receive the more regular feedback from their managers, the employees are going to want to be more involved. They're going to want to be more engaged. They're going to want to go above and beyond what they might be expected to do. So what can the leaders do? How can a leader or a manager constantly get their team members to say, I love my job, I trust my leader, I'm ready to rock this day? And how can the leaders get their employees to want to rock this day? They need to start realizing that the workplace is evolving. Leaders need to understand that the wants and needs of the employees are changing. The wants and needs of millennials and Gen Z, they're completely different than what, say, like the baby boomers wanted, of course. So when they look and try to create a different culture and see what the workers now want, they will be able to help their employees grow. I included some employees once that I found in the article. for millennials, they don't want bosses, they want coaches. They don't want someone talking down, like telling them, you need to do this. They want someone to help them grow. Gen Z, they want to be monitored or mentored in an environment where they can advance quickly. They want to look at their leader in the eye and experience honesty and transparency. Millennials, they don't want annual reviews. They want ongoing conversations. In Gen Z, they don't want to get annual work assessments. They want to be monitored and given feedback on an ongoing, frequent, daily, even basis. This goes back to a previous slide, like the time where having annual reviews, that's gone. Like I said before, coming to someone once a year, telling them good job on a project from many months ago, that's not going to be as effective anymore. Another employee one, millennials, they don't want to fix their weaknesses, they want to develop strengths. With Gen Z, they were raised during the Great Recession and believe that they're winners and losers and more people fall into losing category. They want to have tools to win even through developing weaknesses and strengths. This, I find, everyone wants to develop more on strengths. They don't want to, millennials, sadly, they don't want to fix weaknesses, they just want to look at strengths. Well, sometimes you have to work on your weaknesses and grow more with your strengths to be a better employee. And whenever leaders and managers try and help their employees, like instead of, as I said before, instead of going to someone and telling them, only showing them what they've done wrong or showing them their weaknesses, encourage them by starting with what they've done right, what their strengths are. Put them together. If there's a weakness that a manager has found, but they know one of their strengths can help them, tell them that. Put it out there. If they have problems in one area but are able to get help from someone else, like have a little bit of help from another coworker, encourage that. Encourage help within the organization. Don't just have it be boss, employee. Have it spread it all out. How can you increase motivation and what are the benefits? To increase communication, leaders need to have conversations with their employees and not just the typical A needs done by 5 o'clock, B needs done before 2, C needs done by tomorrow. Have conversations with your employees, engage with them, ask them, have good conversations with them, not just the typical run-amok, typical work day, what needs done, communication or conversation. Value their input, encourage their creativity, and welcome any and all ideas. Make sure, as a leader, you need to make sure the employee knows that any idea can be a good idea. You might not use it on project A right now, but that idea might be perfect for project Z down a year from now. It doesn't matter, just as long as the employee knows that you value what they are saying to you. Let them know, hey, that's a great idea. We may not use it right now, but you know what? I'm going to keep that in my mind. I want you to write it up. Tell me what your idea for how you want to pursue this, and we'll put it to the next project because I feel that would be better. That's encouraging to your employees. That's telling them, hey, I liked your idea, maybe not for this specific one, but I definitely want you to keep that in mind for another project. What are the benefits? You increase commitment. as we're seeing now more and more, we've had a few other presentations say how employees now, or people nowadays, only staying with a job for maybe 3 years. Having different types of motivation, is it guaranteed to keep that one person there for more than 3 years? No, but at least it's a possibility that they might keep in mind of, hey, my manager, they treated me very well. You know what? I'm going to stay a little bit. I want to stay and grow with this company. Improve their satisfaction. Employees want to enjoy their job. So as a leader, you should want to help. Summary of motivation. Leaders and managers need to realize that, of course, every employee and situation is going to be completely different. Just like they need to notice that the workplaces are evolving. Employees now prefer different motivational ones than employees 5-10 years ago. Just like future employees are going to want different motivation tools than what's happening now. Leaders should focus on strengths with employees. That's always been a given. A leader always should tell their employees when they're doing something correct. They would need to make sure they're engaging with their employees on a daily basis. Gone are the days where employees don't really want to hear from their bosses. Employees now, they want to hear more and more. If not once a day, many times a day. Even if it's just a quick, hey, how is the day going? They just want to know that their leader, manager, boss, someone, they just want to make sure that someone actually is caring as to what they're doing during their workday. And make sure you do give acknowledgement when it's due. Don't wait for those reviews. If you as a leader know your employee went above and beyond to get a project done, make sure they know it. Make sure they know about it. When an employee gets that gratification, they are more likely to go further on future projects. And this is my own motivation, but I mean, in my office, I personally enjoy that my supervisor, she'll always come into my office. She comes into all of our offices, all my coworkers. She'll go into all of our offices, tell us all good morning, just to see how our days, what we have plans for the day, what we want to get accomplished. And then she'll either say at the beginning, depending on the day, or before she even leaves, she always asks if it's Friday at 5 o'clock yet, because, to be honest, we all want the work week to go a little bit faster. But thank you. And these are my references. I had a couple articles that I picked my information from. I do look forward to hearing back from everyone with their feedback, so I hope you enjoyed my presentation. Thank you.